Welcome to the 4 a.m. Club. You're probably really confused by my shirt because this is a DC video. I just really like this shirt. I mean, look how amazing it is. For the video, for the occasion, I have to be dressed appropriately. So that was pretty quick, wasn't it? So you got to go with the classic because we are going to be talking about the new movie coming out. Well, it's about a year away. July 11th, 2025, the new Superman movie is coming out, and there's a ton of things to go over, ton of cast members, there's a ton of speculation. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? There's so much pressure riding on this movie, so let's talk about it.
This is a job for Superman.
So I've been hearing a lot of people complaining that this new Superman movie is making the same mistakes as Batman vs. Superman by adding too many characters too soon, having too many heroes, not getting proper character development. However, we have to remember that James Gunn did a fantastic job with Guardians of the Galaxy, pretty much putting them on the map and making them one of the most popular movie franchises ever. Now, you might say that he had a lot of creative freedom to kind of do whatever he wanted and make those characters whoever he wanted, and he can't necessarily do that with the most popular DC characters or just popular characters of all time. However, it's going to be pretty hard to repeat the mistakes of the Snyderverse, whatever you want to call it. I'll just give you some examples of how bad it was. I've heard somebody say that they felt that Batman vs. Superman was basically a 2.5 hour Easter egg setup for the rest. And honestly, after I heard that, I can't not feel that way anymore. Because honestly, if you go watch that movie, it's so confusing. It's just as confusing as the title, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Like, what?
Try and hit me, Napoleon.
What?
Come down here and see what happens if you try and hit me.
And I know everyone already knows this, but I'm just going to go through it for my own personal entertainment. You have two franchises, right? Marvel did it right. DC did it wrong. Obviously, it breaks my heart because I love DC and I'm more of a DC fan. I love both, though. So, Marvel, you have Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, The First Avenger. Great movie. All of them great movies, really. So, you have 5 films before you get to film 6, which is The Avengers. Right? They did it right, and they didn't have to have a character for every Avenger, but they were shown or at least introduced and all that good stuff. Now, go to DC, you have Man of Steel, boom, Batman v Superman. Super, just what's going on? And they're 3 years apart, right? Could you imagine in, let's say, The Incredible Hulk, you see Captain America? I mean, obviously in the movies they had hints at these characters, but let's say you actually see Captain America in The Incredible Hulk. You actually see Thor in The Incredible Hulk. You see, like, it's just like, it's too much. It's like having Iron Man, and then the second movie is Iron Man versus Captain America, but all these other Avengers are introduced. That's like going from Iron Man straight to Civil War. Like, that would be so confusing. Anyways, back to the rant. So, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. Then you have Suicide Squad that totally came out of left field, right? Like, obviously, I think the concept of Suicide Squad is really good, but the execution in that movie was terrible, and nobody was expecting that. Then you have Wonder Woman. Then you have Justice League. So you have 4 films, and one of them has nothing to do with the Justice League. I don't know why you have a Suicide Squad movie before you have the Justice League movie. I don't know. And I'm not going to get into that. That's a video for another day of why Suicide Squad is so overused. So basically you have 4 films before you have Justice League, which actually has more members in it or more big hitters. And they actually forgot a couple of members. Like, where is Martian Manhunter at? Where's my Green Lantern at? Where's Jon Stewart Green Lantern at? Come on. This is terrible. And just to further take you down this rabbit hole, then after Justice League, you have Aquaman, Shazam, or however you say it. Sorry, my bad. Joker, well, I guess that doesn't really count. Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 1984. Then you have the Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is non-canon. Suicide Squad, which is The Suicide Squad, so it's a sequel. Then you have Black Adam. Then you have Shazam, Fury of the Gods, The Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman, and Last Kingdom. And that's it. Does that not sound like the biggest bag of mess that you've ever heard? What? Like, it's just breaking my heart. My childhood is going down the drain. So, as you can see, it's going to be really hard for James Gunn to make the same mistakes. But with all the things that he's announced that he's going to release, a part of me can see how that could happen. So, obviously, the first film, Superman, it used to be called Superman Legacy. Now it's just Superman. Solid. You have to have Superman in before the Justice League. Batman Brave and the Bold, a Superman Robin story, which is going to include Damian Wayne. I'm very curious to how they're going to do that. Obviously, I love Batman. He's my favorite hero of all time. So I really hope they do really good with that and they take their time. Obviously, this has nothing to do with Matt Reeves. The Batman Part 2. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I'm actually really excited for it, but I'll get into that later. Swamp Thing, Creature Commandos, Waller, Booster Gold, Lanterns, and Paradise Lost. Lanterns being a TV show, I would prefer it to be a movie, and please have it be Jon Stewart. Paradise Lost, I would prefer to be a movie. So that's just me. But so with all that, I mean, I don't know why Booster Gold is getting his own movie, and I don't know why Waller's getting her own series. This is what I would do, me personally. This is what I think the key is to making a successful DC universe. Now, I did a video on what I believe is the perfect Justice League lineup, so if you haven't watched that, go check that out. However, this is what I would do. First of all, Superman, you have to have that movie first. And here's why. Batman may be the backbone of DC because he's the most popular character, has the most adaptations, most comics, best story, whatever. He's awesome. But Superman needs to be first because not only is the most powerful, he is the symbol of hope. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what The Boys is, the TV show? Homelander is like an evil version of Superman, like a knockoff, right? And everyone's like, oh, it's so realistic because that's what superheroes would be like if they were real. And what I say to that is I disagree because there are real life people with power that are good. And I think that's what's so amazing about Superman. I truly believe if there were really people with superpowers, that there would be a Superman and there would be a Homelander. There is always going to be good and evil. It depends on how you were raised, what you were taught, your perspective on life, your experiences, and all that good stuff. That's the whole point of Superman. That's what makes him cool. Brought in a humble beginning on a farm with good, honest people that taught him right from wrong, and he used his powers for good. That's what is so amazing about Superman. So Superman being the character with all this power and taught responsibility and to protect others, Superman needs to be what carries your franchise, because when it comes to a big bad like a Darkseid, like a Brainiac, all this good stuff, it's going to be Superman throwing those punches. So Superman and Batman, they're going to carry the entire DC universe. So I would focus on them first and foremost, make them so good that people come for the other movies. Now, me personally, I'm a huge Wonder Woman fan. Some other people aren't, and that's just to prove my point. Look at the lack of adaptations of Wonder Woman. When's the last? I mean, yeah, her live action movies weren't. I mean, the first one was good. 1984 was not that good. Comes to just pure fighting style and being a warrior, that is Wonder Woman. So I think movie 1, Superman. Movie 2, Batman. Movie 3, Wonder Woman. There's no other way around it. Then I think you have movie 4 being The Flash. The Flash is an amazing character. I don't know why he doesn't get the love he deserves. Possibly it could be due to it's hard to make a live action version of The Flash with a compelling villain because, I mean, super speed is so OP. People have done it and you can do it. I know James Gunn can do it. Movie number 5, and obviously you can have, if time becomes a factor, you can have sequels similar to what they did in the MCU. They had Iron Man, Hulk, and then Iron Man 2. But character, I guess, main character number 5 definitely needs to be Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Absolutely needs to. Now, if you want to include Aquaman as a original member of the Justice League, go for it. Add an Aquaman. It's going to be a little messy because we already have 2 Aquaman movies and people might get confused, general audiences, but I don't think big fans would care. Actually, I think they would prefer a fresh take on the character. When I say fresh take, I don't mean a new take, like a totally change the character. I just mean a new movie. I am a firm believer that the movie that you put in before Justice League has to be a Martian Manhunter movie. That would be such a good movie. Martian Manhunter movie. Please do it right before Justice League. To bring this video full circle, does the new DCU, are there too many characters in the new Superman movie coming out in 2025? I'm going to say no. The reason why is because I believe that I don't think that they're going to have all the characters in 2 hours and 30 minutes of runtime. I just don't think that's going to happen. I actually really like everything I've seen as for screen photos. I try to stay away from those things because I don't want to speculate too much on, is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? I just want to watch the movie and enjoy it. But from everything I have seen, I think I'm going to love this movie. I'm really excited for it. Obviously, there's rumors that like Supergirl is going to appear in it, and there's some rumors that were confirmed to not be true that Batman was going to appear in it. I think they're going to do it well. I need this movie to do well because I really want a DC universe to kick off and to be successful because we need one right now. There's no better time for DC to make their live action movies a priority, with Marvel basically having no identity these days and every movie is a flop. Except for Deadpool and Wolverine. That was a great movie. If you made it this far in the video, you probably should like and subscribe. Comment down below what video we should do next. And thank you so much for watching.